President Trump says a deal with Iran is close, but he has yet to get a signature. Still, he is more optimistic that this time a deal will stick.
The whole Middle East is happy, and long beyond the Middle East, the Strait will open as soon as we have it signed. It'll be soon, maybe this weekend.
And has the Supreme Leader approved this deal, sir?
I understand the answer is yes.
Well, here are the details of the deal, at least according to a senior Trump administration official. The terms: Iran's nuclear material must be destroyed and removed, its nuclear program dismantled, no Iranian funding of terrorist groups in the Strait of Hormuz must open, and none of their money will be released until they perform on each of these matters. NewsNation international correspondent Robert Sherman joining us once again from Qatar. Qatari officials have been very crucial to getting a deal across the finish line, but it sounds like still a lot there is to iron out.
There are some details here, Marni, but if you'd like a bit more kindling for optimism, we just heard from the Iranian side moments ago, their foreign minister saying this, quote, "The Islamabad Memorandum of Understanding has never been closer. Pending its finalization, the media should refrain from entering speculation about its content. In line with our responsible and transparent approach, all details will be shared with the public in due course." So you're hearing it again from the Iranian side that they believe that this is knocking on the door, so to speak. In terms of how we got here, we know that there were key Qatari negotiations and mediation efforts taking place in Tehran on Wednesday, late into the evening, in between those two rounds of kinetic strikes directly with the Iranians to close these two gaps. One is the exact mechanism and logistics of how the Strait of Hormuz would be reopened during a 60-day ceasefire. And the second, establishing the diplomatic pathway towards negotiating the nuclear issue, Iran's nuclear ambitions, their future. That is still the issue that would need to be discussed and debated and negotiated, even if this memorandum of understanding is approved by both sides. So there is still more to be ironed out here, to your point, Marni. But according to the Iranians, close to getting to that next pathway here. That said, there's always the possibility for things to go awry. There were reports overnight of Iran firing drones at commercial ships. The president appearing to confirm that moments ago, saying their totally rebuffed drone attack last night against Indian ships leaving the Strait of Hormuz is totally unacceptable. They better get their act together and fast. One party that is watching all this very closely, Israel. The president, speaking with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu overnight, the Israelis are not formally a part of these negotiations, not formally a part of the memorandum of understanding. What they said they're looking for, Marni, is a deal which ensures Iran never gets a nuclear weapon, cannot enrich uranium. All the enriched uranium inside of Iran is disposed of, and they lose the capability to fund and prop up militant groups around the region. That's what the Israelis are looking for as they watch from the wings in all of this. Marni.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.